Okay, people. What's going on? What's going on? Welcome, everybody. Hope you guys are good. Happy Saturday. Andre Onana is out. All right, we're gonna start with that. Andre Onans is out. Right? Yes, a lot of people may be not happy, but not as blown to see Onana out. But this is it's a big issue right now for Ruben Amorim, right? I don't know how he's gonna solve it, but you know what? We're gonna chop it up and see what's gonna happen. Another thing, we hear reports that Rashford could be, uh, his deal to Barcelona could very well be happening, right? And you know what? For some reason, I thought, I forgot my glasses. I thought that the first player out the gate, I didn't think it will be one Rashford. I kind of thought it was going to be Anthony all the time, but the way it looks, right? The way it looks, it could very well be Rashford. So anyway, we're gonna look into that and see what's the deal there. What else is going on with United? Brian Buemo, is there an update? No, no update. We are a disgrace. Simple as that. All right, no update of Brian Buemo, but it's just typical Fabrizio Romano's updates. Yeah, we are closer than close. Talks are ongoing, right? That's what is going on, right? With Buemo deal. Now, of course, we did get some money in, but does that mean automatically we are? It gives us more ability to go full throttle on Brian Buemo. I don't know. It's kind of frustrating right now. It is frustrating, people. I understand it's frustrating to be a United fan right now, because every time we check, you hope that you wake up. Oh, boom! Here we go. Whatever. Nah, buddy. Nah, nothing. Right? It's as if we didn't finish 15th. Right? We are rolling as if we finished up there in the top 5 spots or top 3. We're kind of rolling, chilling. But yeah, it's kind of mad. But anyway, welcome everybody. Tony, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Hope you're good. Yes, man. No worries. It's the same funeral. Basically, what happened is it's a military service. So this same funeral I had last time. It was just a burial yesterday. So it was because the military usually they do things in different days. So yesterday was the burial. But thanks. Yeah. But yeah, man, we're back. We're here. Let's see what's going on with Onana, man. Premier League. This is according to, what am I reading from? The Sun. Yeah, we like the Sun. The Premier League giants have been handed a huge blow as goalkeeper Andre Onana is set to miss their preseason tour with a hamstring injury. How in the world do you have a hamstring injury in training? Right? Come on, Onana. What are you doing? Well, I can tell you what he was doing. Right? If you guys haven't watched, check out my boy KG on his channel. KG the comedian. He did a really good like a video on Andre Onana. Guys, I know we've all seen him. We've all seen those clips of Onana back home in Cameroon, staying fit by playing, football, right? But this man, each clip that I've seen, he's not playing in goal. This guy, he's playing up front. I think Onana could have been misprofiled, man, because each clip, this guy is out in attack. One of the clips, he's a striker. He scores a goal, and then you see him running to the fans, it was a nice goal too, right? Another one, he's playing on some of these fields. Of course, back in Africa, some of the fields are not the greatest, right? It could be anywhere around the world anyway, but the field are, like a street ball kind of thing. So you see him out there always, playing, but never, I don't see him playing in goal. So it's kind of strange. So now he comes back, we just started training, and then he pulls a hammy. That's ridiculous. right? It is absolutely ridiculous. Tony saying no news, frustrating, but I am liking the training videos with the boys. Tony, I know, man. Tony, listen, look, listen, Tony. I, I've seen the videos. I've been watching those training videos, but I don't want to get too excited, right? Because the training videos can be can be misleading, right? We can get excited about the training videos, but when the when the real deal happens, we tend to forget things. We don't know what's happening. But honestly, yes, I don't want to get too gassed because those training videos, man, they can get you excited. All right, seeing the link up of like that Xerxes goal, and you see what Man United is doing, right? They keep on repurposing these videos, right? That way they can get us excited. Yo, you see what United is doing, man? The boys are training, they're getting ready, all that stuff, right? So those training videos, you know, they're meant to give us some kind of excitement, but we're not going to be fooled. We are not going to be fooled. We need our signings. All right, we need our signings. Come on, man. Now people will say, "Calmate, calm down, people. It is still early doors. It is still early doors. We are going to get the signings, right? People need to relax. People need to, chill. This thing is going to happen. It's kind of early. At least now we already have Cunha through the door, right? So yeah, in a way, we have something, right? But still, it's not enough. We finished 15th, in case everybody forgot, right? People, smash that like button, hit the subscribe if you haven't done so already. Welcome, welcome, welcome. United FCOs. Good. Hope you're good. Jenny. uh, with the keeper got injured. Jenny, actually, I'm not over the moon, man. I never want to wish, that on any of our players, right, being injured. I don't. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Um, um, yeah, because the backup, the backup, he's not any good, right? Basically, Bayendier will be starting here in the U.S., right? So Bayendier looks like he'll be the one starting, right? Um, which is frustrating. But they do say that okay, Onana is going to travel with the team and all that. But yeah, most likely it's going to be a Bayendier show. Even though we saw reports that Bayendier is going to he wants to make it to leave, right? He wants to leave that way he can get full-time football, right? Will that happen? Now I don't know. With Onana injured, that's another thing. I know some of us were hoping like, yo, someone can come for Onana and then Onana gets a move. But now with the injury, Onana, he is absolutely 100% staying, right? So it's one of those. But it could be somewhat a blessing in disguise where because of this injury, he's going to be out for how many weeks? Is it 6 weeks or something like that? If I'm not mistaken, I think it's 6 weeks. Um, yeah, 6 weeks, right? So for 6 weeks, and right now we really don't have any room for any error. United may be forced to actually go in the market and say, okay, listen, let's pull the trigger. Let's get in the goalkeeper in here, right? Now, of course, we do have another academy kid, Vitek, who's come back, right? Maybe he may get a chance to show what he can do in preseason, right? So that could be an option for us. But of course, we know right now I don't see us going for Emi Martinez. I don't see us going for Costa. I think what United is going to do is they're going to go for the cheaper option, like your boy John from Botafogo. I think he's going to cost us like what, maybe 6 million or something like that. You know, they may go for that route. Someone cheap like that, someone who, yes, he's going to come in knowing that he's not going to be a number one, but good enough to challenge Onana, right? And that's what we're going to have to do. Because right now to say, you know what, we're not going to bring in a goalkeeper, Bayendier, it is your jersey. That that will be a disaster right there. That will be a disaster. So it's kind of mad. Let's go. AKS 97. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. Jenny saying Manchester United keeper and Sanchez of Chelsea we're tested two keeper in Britain and Premier League. Yeah. Smash that. Yeah, people, smash that like button, people. If you don't mind, thank you very much. I like that we are signing youngsters. That United FC07, that is, if you trying to find that silver lining, that is really good to see. Because honestly, we have stepped up our academy and youngsters signing, hoping that in the long run, these signings that we're doing now with the kids and stuff like that, we're gonna have some ballers in the under 21s, whatever, those kids. They'll be good. Maybe in time, they may bear fruit, right? So I like that part, which is Vivel's. That's what Vivel does. Vivel is all about finding these gems here and there, boom, 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 bring them in, and for to replenish our academy, because that was the big issue that we've had in the past, is the recruitment and all that was shambolic. So as far as the academy, I like it. Now I know that does not excite a lot of us, because we want the now, here, and like we need finished products, right? People can come into that team and challenge for that starting spot. That's what we want. But yes, we definitely like what we're seeing with the academy, those youngsters that we're signing. And of course, I'm looking forward to see what if JJ Gabriel, what is he going to be? Is he going to get a chance? And of course, he's still young with the under 18s. He's already played for the under 18s. I don't know if he may get a move to not the first team, but I don't know, under 21s or something like that. But the kid, from the clips that I've seen, the kid is good. The kid is good. So let's see what you guys are saying. Yo, Kai, what's going on, man? Good to see you, Kai. Welcome. And can I say, all right, let's see. But I don't like we are not signing Bueno. Yo, United FC07. Listen, that is the big elephant in the room here. All right. Because apparently, obviously, the reports are saying that Sir Jim, basically, he's insistent on trying to make a point. Like, listen, we are not the old United. Just because you demand a certain amount, we're just gonna cough up the money and pay it. But the problem is, honestly, Mbuemo is worth that much. Like the 60 something they're asking for, over 60 guarantee. He's worth that. So just pay the money, man. Just pay the money, and let's just bring this guy in, right? Because I have a feeling, man, if Wissa leaves Brentford, we're gonna be in trouble. We're gonna be in trouble, because I don't think the reports were saying that Brentford, they may not want to get rid of the sporting director for Brentford was saying that they may not want to sell both of them, because listen, you're selling two of your best players, right? At one swoop. So that's they may not want to do that. So if Wissa goes, then they may say, you know what, Brems, you can hang on, man. Even though Brems, he wants to come to United, but he's not the one. He's not the type of player who's gonna say like, yo, like Gyökeres, I'm not coming back. I'm not coming back to train. I'm not gonna do all this stuff. He's not that guy, right? He's respectful and all that. He was given a chance at Brentford, so he's not gonna do that. He's gonna come back to train. I think he was given a little bit longer time out because ideally, Brentford does not want to bring Brems back to training, knowing that he's leaving, right? So they're trying to kind of delay his return. That way they can finalize this deal. Now, of course, some of the reports that came out today, they were like, yeah, next week could be very crucial. Typical, stuff, right? Next week could be very crucial. This thing could definitely be finalized by next week. But nobody knows, man. Nobody knows. It's just ridiculous. Let's see. Kai said Andre Onana. Let's see, Tony. Let's go. Kai, this club is screwed. Disgrace. Oh man, Kai, don't let them get to you, man. Kai, don't let this club get to you. Okay, don't let it get to you. All right, just listen. If you remember the other day, you said you're going to delete X. Just delete X, man, because if you have it every morning, you're like refreshing. Oh man, that's funny. That's funny. Don't let this club get to you, man. They've already done enough damage uh, our hearts and mental whatever last season, right? Let's not allow this club to drive us mad again, right? Right now, I'm at a point where fine, this own Bueno thing. I just what, if it happens, it happens. I know it's going to happen, but I'm not really worried too much about it. It is frustrating though, but I'm just going to say whatever. Um, let's see. Um, let's see. Let's see that guy, youngsters, Lean Players FC. I know Lean Player FC. I saw that. Colin Mihai, what up? All the way from Romania. What's going on, Colin? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Colin, let us know what team you support. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe if you haven't done so already. Welcome, uh, Colin. 7,000 chances FC United. We are going to turn it into La Masia of the Prem. Yes, 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 yes. United FC07. You see, that's the positivity I like, man. All right, United FC07. That is the positivity because it give us a couple of years when those kids, get to that level. Yeah, we're gonna be the La Masia, man. PSG gonna beat every London club. Oh yeah, man. We need to stop hyping up the youth. But yeah, that's all we can do, man. That's all we're signing. We gotta hype up our youth. Well, of course, not to that level for that hype to get to their heads, right? We don't want that. Arsenal done, Chelsea, Tottenham in progress. YouTube completion FC. Kai might be all we have right now. Yeah, man, that's all we have. We got the kids, man. Honestly, other big six teams have signed so many players while we are stuck with one signing. Exactly. United FC07. Yeah. The big six. Right now, basically, what we need to be doing, guys, is instead of us looking at the teams above us, we should be looking at the teams below us because that is the standard that we are we should be held, right? Because the big boys, like the Liverpool won the Premier League. They went ahead and did business quickly, like they're not messing about. Same thing. Chelsea did their thing. Man City did their thing, right? And we finished 15th, right? We're still chilling with Cunha. We're still putting those videos out there showing Cunha happy and excited to be at Man United. And honestly, Cunha, listen, I think Cunha, he's gonna make it, man. I think Cunha, I'm getting really good vibes from seeing him train, the way he talks. You can see that he's gonna make a difference. I think he's gonna make a huge difference at United. May he continue to stay fit, of course. Um, Sorry, I have no faith in this club. in this club, in this club. uh, Honestly, yeah, Kai, I'm with you. Not having faith in the club, right? But call me delusional, but I always at the back of my head, right? Was it yesterday or today? I was watching Goldbridge, and he was saying that he did like this rant yesterday, and he said something like someone from Man United, or he was talking to someone who works at Man United. They reached out to him to say, hey, they were talking. They said, yeah, the people, the higher ups at Man United, yeah, they've seen your video, the run you did yesterday, right? But what United is seeing that with all these YouTubers, whatever, going all crazy, oh, where are the scientists, blah blah blah. Basically, they see all that. To them, it's like, listen, just these guys don't know what they're talking about. They can rant all the way as much as they want. We know what we're doing here, so we're not gonna be bothered. We're gonna proceed with the way we want to do business, and that's that, right? So they see this stuff. They see this, especially these big channels on YouTube. They see these folks, going all crazy. Where are the signings? Blah blah blah. We're a disgrace because Mark went off on Sir Jim. Called him was it like a fraud and all this stuff, right? So yeah, but United, they're like, listen, we are not gonna be pressured. We know what we're doing. Mbuemo wants us, so we're gonna make sure that we get the right deal. So it's one of those. It's pretty interesting to hear. Nakai, I know we won't be. It's gonna be. It's gonna take a while. Yeah, it's gonna take a while for sure. Um, Remember when we were talking about having Cunha and Buem and Jokeris? Oh, good old times. I know, mate. I know United FC 7. Yep, yep, yep. FC, I was thinking about that too. That's crazy. Uh, KB688, Fenerbahce is in the house. What up? Welcome, welcome, people. Smash that like button. Kai is saying, diluted at its finest, Luther. I saw the garbage rant and the exact line you just said. Yeah, yeah, man. I know it's funny. See, we've gotten so downgraded as a club. They're watching United fan. I know, right? It's crazy. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. Kai, that's funny. Wems wants us, but we're not acting like we want him. I know. It's one of those like as if we're behaving as if we are like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, we want you, but you know, yeah, we're gonna have to work on things, right? I mean, so just chill. Yeah, we'll call you. Don't call us. We'll call you to let you know when this deal will come through. Like yeah, behaving like we got everything under control. Where we know basically Ruben Amorim, his job is literally under the cosh right now, right? With Onana now being out, so now they may be forced to bring in a goalkeeper. Right now, again, it could be a blessing in disguise because Ruben Amorim wanted a new goalkeeper, so he may actually get one now. But again, the money instead of you putting that money to bring in Wems, now you may need to pull a quick move and bring in a goalkeeper instead of putting that money towards Brian Buemo, right? And not only that, some people are suggesting, is it going to be now like a choice between, should we spend this money on a goalkeeper or a striker, right? It should never be a choice. We need both, right? Ruben Amorim cannot afford not having a striker. So we still need to bring in that striker. Who is it going to be? Who knows? Who knows? But listen, it's not going to be Dominic Calvert-Lewin, okay? Not Dominic Calvert-Lewin. All right? Please. I don't want that dude. Listen. Yeah. So it's going to be one of those. It's going to be crazy, but I know we're going to make some moves, right? We do have money because we have at least 60 million, whatever, the amount that we offered for Mbuemo, the first bid. So we know we have that money in the bank. So meaning that we got to make some kind of move, right? We got to make some kind of move. So we are going to bring somebody in. Just pay the blood clot money. I know. That's my inner Jamaica. That's funny, man. KH Fenerbahce is the biggest sport club in the world. Research all the branches, my friend. Hey, listen, Fenerbahce, you guys you're big, but Galatasaray is out there. I didn't want to mention that, but Gala is out there. We're playing hard to get. Exactly. As a club that finished 15th last season. Exactly. Pure ridiculousness, right? Man United playing hard to get. That's funny. Imagine playing hard. Yeah. Mourinho. Yes. Mourinho is the guy. We might bring back Wout Weghorst. Listen, at least the guy was running, man. Wout was, he couldn't finish for nothing, but this guy was chasing lost causes and, doing his thing. All right. So big up Wout, man. I liked his attitude, man. Oh my days, I'm throwing tomatoes at Calvin. If we sign him, I'm telling you, man. Even if we sign him as a third choice, I don't want to see Dominic Calvert-Lewin, man. Right? We already have a striker, Harry Maguire. There you go. Throw Maguire up top, man. Is Maguire back in training? I didn't see him. And the second half, at least, yep. Chow, what up? Hope you're good, Chow. Hope you're good, man. Listen, same old. No signing FC. That's how we rolling, man. No signing FC. Chow, listen, that is so funny. I saw that just before I jumped on here. Apparently, Manchester United have inquired about Nicholas Jackson. Please. And you know the price tag? For Nicholas Jackson, I think Chelsea would want something close to 60 million for Nicholas Jackson. I Nicholas Jackson. Because listen, Nicholas Jackson, he is Premier League proven. You know, yo, listen, that imagine if we get Nicholas Jackson. Oh my gosh, that would be the low of the lows, man. I don't think we're gonna get him. But apparently, Man United have inquired about Nicholas Jackson. Come on, dude. Honestly, if you think about it, Harry Maguire was they both were strikers and they started but became defenders. Oh, okay. Just because that one's fan base put more pressure. Oh, okay. Bring Jamie Vardy. Oh my God, Jamie Vardy and his Red Bulls. What's up, Maguire? That's funny. True Indian. What's on? What's going on, man? Good to see you. Hi guys, everyone. Fabrizio, give update on Buemo. It's always negotiations still ongoing. No reports like negotiation in final stages. True Indian today. I know, man. The last update he did, yeah, it was basically it's an update. It's there's no update on Buemo, but an update. Like there's nothing going. Basically, it's the same thing. Negotiations are going well. They are at very advanced stages. It looks like it's going to happen. Blah blah. The same stuff, right? Chow, I agree with you. Free Buems, man. Free him. You know, free him. Imagine, dude. Even him, he's frustrated, right? He's probably frustrated too. He's on vacation, whatever, training by himself, not knowing what he's gonna do. He does not want to put on the Brentford jersey again. He doesn't. He wants to rock the United jersey, right? He wants to know where he's going, right? Because right now he doesn't know if am I flying to Brentford or to Manchester? What is the deal? All right. I mean, can we finalize this thing? You know, it's pretty mad. Rashford, Hansi Flick has given green light to Marcus Rashford's arrival. This is according to Matteo Moretto. Apparently, new contacts are expected in the coming days. That's what he says, Matteo Moretto. Rashford prioritizes Barcelona, and the negotiations could progress in the coming weeks. Listen, we definitely, excuse me, we need obviously Rashi at the door as well. Now, from the reports that I saw earlier, that Rashi is willing to take a pay cut to make this move happen, right? Now, from what I hear about Rashford, this move to Barcelona, they're trying to make it as a loan type, but United wanted to be, if it's going to be a loan, it's going to be a loan with a loan with an obligation, but it's one of those obligation. It's a must within capital. Like you must buy him. End of the season, you have to buy him. No, there's not going to be a loophole, nothing like that. You have to buy him. All right, one of those. So we're not going to be caught with our pants down again, like the Sanchellini move. So I don't know. Honestly, you know, we just need to get his salary out of our books. If that can be done this season, let him go. And just the fact that he's willing to take some kind of a pay cut, that is, you know what, I'm going to give Rashi big up for doing that, because he knows he needs to go. He doesn't have a number. He's training by himself. Yeah, actually, we now have renewed chances of Mateta now. I saw Mateta was taking Crystal Palace pictures and stuff. So I don't think Mateta is leaving, man. Jenny, how many do you think PSG score? We'll get to that in a little bit. It's true. How you been a long time? No, see, homie. Kai Fabrizio Romano just post repeats himself, repeat merchant. I know, true Indian Tony. Salam alaikum, everyone. Walaikum salam. Welcome, brother. He was Jenny. He wants to fight stand-up mate. Harry Maguire, contract incoming. I bet you this happens. Listen, honestly, Maguire, we renewed his contract through this new season, but I don't want us to give him another contract come next season. I think that this should be it. This should be it for him. JP, breaking news. Onana injured himself in practice while saving 0 goals. Dude, Onana, man. Onana, look at his videos. All right. You guys go and check out my boy KG's last video on Onana. He had clips of Onana in, playing football back home. Every video, this guy, he's playing up top. He's not playing as a goalie, right? So Onana could be one that was misprofiled, Maybe this guy really wants to be a striker. So maybe we should just play him up top, man. Because one of the goals he scored was pretty good. Like, I think he scored a better goal than Rasmus. So, listen, the guy is good with his feet. Onana, and some of these fields that he was playing, you gotta be able to control the ball, man. Because the field is not the greatest, bumps here and there on the ground, but Onana was able to, control the ball and whatever. So I think playing in those fields, injured himself, and then he tweaked something, and then when he came back to training, now you're going at full throttle, high intensity, hamstring gone. This is pretty ridiculous. It's pretty ridiculous because and of course he knows people were hoping that he would leave. So him getting injured, he knows, guess what? I ain't going nowhere. So it's one of those, man. I don't know. JP, that's funny. Forza Juve, hello. We have also got around 21 to 22 million from selling sell-on clause. I didn't know what is going on. They taking on this over a month. Yeah, it's ridiculous. We got what? No, we got. I think we have. Is it 20? I think close to 20. I think for all this the sell-on clause that we've got, right? So we do have some money. So with that money coming in, which was not really expected, like the Alvaro Fernandez, Ilanga, right? That money coming in, you think these people will be like, you know what? Boom, we got this money we didn't expect. Put it on top of what Brentford wants, send it. But again, what they're trying to do is they want to show the world that, no, you're not going to just demand whatever, and then United is just going to pay, right? So that's what they're trying to establish, which is, honestly, if we don't get Brems, I think it's going to be a bigger backlash than overpaying. Because, yeah, even if we pay whatever they ask for, you get the guy, I think it's going to be better than us not getting the guy. Because then we would have been negotiating for all this long to try to get this, and then we failed to bring him in. And then they're going to say what? Kobe Mainu signs a new contract and then push Kobe Mainu as a new signing. Trying to, spin, the way they do it. But, yeah, it's ridiculous. Crazy how Palace got demoted and not Lyon. Yeah, man, that was that. I felt bad for Palace, man. I felt bad for Palace. I didn't really look too deep into that story. I don't know why Lyon wasn't. Is it because they finished higher in the French league or whatever? But I don't know the full story on that. Dwight Gale to Manchester United. Here we go. That's funny. Yeah, man, I am fine. Let's go. That's it. Did I miss something from the live? No, you didn't miss anything. We haven't signed anyone. Onana is injured. He's going to be out for 6 weeks. Rashford could be working on a loan move to Barcelona. That's about it. Mbuemo is still not here. Put Onana as a striker. That's what I'm saying. Listen, I think, Ruben Amorim should consider this. Put him as a striker, man, and see what he can do. Because he's not good with his hands anyway. So what do we have to lose? Put him up top. All right, put him up top and see what he can do. I bet you he will score some goals. Francisco J, what up? Put Onana as a striker and Højlund as a goalkeeper. That's funny, man. That's funny, Francisco. Francisco, make sure you smash that like button. People, if you are new here, I am Luther. This is Manunited Central. I appreciate you being here. I'm glad we found each other. Let's go. True Indian is saying that we should give Vitek. Yes, Vitek a chance. Can't be much worse than Onana, of course. Dude, Vitek is a kid. And the kid Vitek is dude is tall. I think he's 6 something. All right, he's tall. He actually comes for crosses and stuff like that. Yeah, you know, we can't be any worse. He's better on the ball. Yeah, than Bayandir. If you remember, he played in preseason, but last year. Yeah. I know. Vitek is decent, man. He's a decent goalkeeper. Rasmus has found his position. His the new position is on the bench. Listen, Rasmus in training, you saw he scored a couple of goals. Of course, training is training. Some of those videos, people, you may get gassed. I do get gassed by watching those videos, but I try to say, you know what? We need to see Mbwem's part of that training crew, right? We need Mbwem's out there, But you saw Cunha was, I think he scored one, and then I saw like an assist from him and stuff like that. So, it's interesting. Cheers all. Got myself a can Jack Margarita in a can. Okay. I think I saw those. Tony, I've seen that. I saw that in San Francisco, and I didn't get it. I looked at it. I didn't get it. I'm gonna go to my local store here and see if I can find one. And guys, tomorrow we're gonna do the watch along for the PSG Chelsea game. All right, PSG Chelsea game. Because guys, listen, let's get some score prediction for the PSG Chelsea game here, and also, can Chelsea pull off something? Can Chelsea pull off a madness? Because what Chelsea is doing so far, right? What Chelsea is doing so far, it looks like they're actually a good team. It saddens me to say it, but Chelsea, they're a good team. All right. It shows what Todd Bowley did. When we were laughing at Chelsea's dressing room has 100 players, we were like, what is this guy doing? Yeah, it looks like his madness is working. Basically, he came in, he looked at the team, he was like, nah, this is not going to work. And then started buying all these players, right? And now it looks like they're kind of working out, right? They're working out. So, I don't know. Yeah, let's get your score prediction for tomorrow's game. But yes, we're going to do a live watch along, people. If you're around, swing by, jump on the live. We can watch it together and see what Chelsea is going to do tomorrow, right? What Chelsea is going to do tomorrow. Again, we got to remember, if Chelsea win tomorrow, then Chelsea would have won all available trophies, like those big major trophies. They would have won all of them, right? No other club in the Premier League has that, right? They have won Europa, Conference League, you name it, all those European competitions, Champions League, they would have won all of them, right? So it's a big deal. It's a big deal for them. Excuse me. Yeah. But yes, Tony, cheers. Let's see. Okay, Jenny, how many goals you think score? Yeah, people, let's get your score prediction for tomorrow. AKS 97. I've been saying for days I'd rather Onana up front than Calvert-Lewin. I agree with you, AKS. Brendan, how you doing, Brendan? Man United is the circus. Ineos taking chances. Hey, listen, I know. People, smash that like, man. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Brandon, welcome. Appreciate the support, people. Patricio Manuel Enrique Roca Cespedes. Hola. Saludos. Desde Chile, Arica. Oh, ¿cómo estás? Bien? All the way from Chile. Nice. Muchas gracias, señor. Chelsea gonna get people again. Listen, we do have a Discord community. Thank you, Tony the Great, for dropping that link. The link is right there for the Discord community. We're trying to build it. Go ahead and hit that link. That way you can join our Discord community. We're trying to build that out. All right. So I appreciate you doing that. AKS 97, Chelsea gonna get smashed 4-2 or 5-2. Ooh. I mean, honestly, this game should be very easy to predict, right? Real Madrid is definitely better than Chelsea, and Real Madrid got it could have been worse. Real Madrid could not do anything uh, when they faced PSG, right? They couldn't do anything. Now, why could it be a different outcome when it comes to Chelsea? Chelsea is worse than Real Madrid, in my opinion, right? I mean, if Chelsea decide to play the high line, they will be smashed. Now, I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Even Sunderland are signing so many players than they are in Man United. I agree to Indian, man. I saw that. Yeah. Tony is saying PSG 3, Chelsea 2. True Indian 3-1. They won the Club World Cup in 2021. Okay. Yeah, John Victor. Yes, John Victor. That's the guy from Botafogo that we're looking to see if we can get his services. And I think we can get him for under 10 million. So it's definitely going to be a good deal. Yeah. So what if Chelsea wins though? What if Chelsea, because if PSG beat Chelsea, then they have beaten all the English clubs, right? So does Chelsea have any chance? I mean, if you're a betting man, right? When we see where you need Oscar Sanchez here, right? If you're a betting man, do you put your money on Chelsea for an upset? Can you imagine? Can you imagine if that upset happens? I think he's available for 5.9 million through Indian. Yeah. That's a bargain, man. And that is the kind of deal that we're gonna go. The guy John Victor is only 29. Now he's gonna be open to come to United, of course. He knows he's not gonna be a starter, but he knows that, listen, I'm gonna come here and I have a chance to fight for the starting jersey. Cheap option. And for a goalkeeper at 29, those are the kind of ages we got. Van der Sar, Schmeichel, I think we got him that kind of age too. So, it could work out for us. And from what we saw, he's good on crosses. He comes out. He's good shot stopper from the few games that we've seen. I'm not going to sit here and say, you know what, I watch the Brazilian league a lot to see what he can do. But yeah, off topic, but there is a live UFC fight night on ESPN right now. Okay. You know what, Tony? That's decent. Tony, that's what's up, man. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let me pull it up in case you want. Yeah. For sure. Good looking out, Tony the Great. But yeah, so okay, I'm just thinking here, if Chelsea can pull off an upset tomorrow, I don't think it's going to happen. So I'm going to go with PSG 4, Chelsea 1. I'm going to go with the 4-1, and that'll be it. PSG, they're going to win it. And then after this tournament, right, PSG take on, I think they take on Tottenham, right? They face Tottenham in the what competition is that? I think they face Tottenham. So Tottenham better be ready. Nakzisiak, hello, welcome Nakzisiak. Hope you are good. Welcome, people. Smash that like button. All right. To India said anything could happen if PSG miss chances. If you remember, first leg of the Champions League 16, they lost to Liverpool after dominating a whole game. Yeah, exactly. It could happen, but for it to happen like that, Chelsea has to be on a different, like, they have to be, I don't know how focused, and everybody needs to be checked in. I think in tomorrow's game, you got to start You got to start. Obviously, Kukure is going to start. Uh, uh, James, he has to start. You know, um, I mean, they have to be on point because PSG, the way they recover the ball, those guys, the pressing is mad. Tony, is that the Lewis versus Texera? Yeah, UEFA Super Cup. That's it. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Uh, the score prediction won't win. Yeah. So I think that's my score prediction for tomorrow. I think it's going to be a 4-1 kind of thing. Um, okay. Thanks, Tony. Won't win anything yet, but maybe something in the near future could win some. There you go, people. Yes, merch or swag. You know what, Tony? Oh, you're great, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yep. That's what we're gonna do, man. We're gonna build towards that for real. I'm gonna work on trying to design some kind of merch. Yeah, we definitely, absolutely. Yeah, we're gonna get to that. So we talked about the Rashford thing. We saw. Did you guys see the reports that? When was that? Was it yesterday? People were going with that story. Apparently, Rashford, Garnacho, they were allowed back, to train with the first team. Again, that was obviously fake news, right? It was fake news. That was not the case. They were allowed to come back to train by themselves, right? They're not going to train with the first team. It is so crazy. Like, the more Rashford stays, people are still going to continue asking these questions to Ruben Amorim, like, what's the deal with Rashford? Because apparently they were saying, well, Rashford came through the back door and Ruben Amorim left through the front door. So there's this whole thing going on. I mean, like, it's crazy. Breaking news: Luke Shaw survives an injury scare during cake cutting. Oh man, that's too funny. True. I need a shirt with Luther's face on the entire front of the shirt. Tony, that's not a bad one. That's not a bad one. We can make it happen. We can make it happen. Be like, but I don't know. We can make it happen, man. But that's crazy. Yeah. We're gonna have to. I may need some assistance. We're gonna design some stuff and to don't jinx. I know, man. But listen, guys, did you guys see this? There's this thing now, the lean talk. Everybody's saying, "Yo, man, our players are looking very lean." Look at Casemiro. True, actually, if you look at Casemiro last season and now, yeah, dude looks kind of shredded a little bit, right? Luke Shaw also looks leaner and stuff like it is true, but now we all lean FC, because of not having signings. Now we're looking for all these things. Oh man, these guys are looking good, man. They look like they're ready, right? Come on. Obviously, they're gonna look fit and ready to go because the whole point is when you are on vacation and stuff, you don't just go and just eat whatever you want, not exercise, whatever. These guys know that they're supposed to take care of themselves, come back ready to go, right? Because right now, the training they're doing now, it's not a matter of it being, oh, you work on your, conditioning and all this stuff. Like, it's not. You should come in already. You already have that. You've been running, you've been doing all these exercises to you're fit. Right now, you're working on the football aspect of the thing, right? So yeah, ideally that's how they should be coming back. And of course, you're getting paid millions of dollars. And from what we heard from the stories is apparently each player was given a certain training regimen as far as training and the dieting and all this stuff. So if that is true, that took a lot of work because we do have a whole bunch of players. But if that was the case, that was good, right? And it does show, them coming back looking fitter, right? Let's see, Trinidad, Jinx. Tweeting and saying, sorry, Tony can't take chances knowing his injury record. Yep, that's true, man. You can't take any chances, man. You can't take any chances. And we saw Manny Mace. It looks like everybody's pretty much back except for Licha. And Licha looks like he's getting closer. Licha's getting closer. Um, Licha's getting closer. Let's see. To Indian, they are looking lean because Inyo said, if you don't get lean, we will cut your salary. Hey, listen. Or they're like, listen, man, you need to, these jerseys, they're going to be tight. All right. So, if they're tight and you're not lean, you're going to look kind of like me, So, make sure that you're fit. So we shall see. And the thing is, what I'm looking forward to see this time around is last season, all the games that we played, whenever we played these teams like Liverpool, whatever, our players looked like they were all like running on fumes, or like Liverpool could be running at a 5, United were running like a 2. So I'm curious to see if our game level, our speed, our pressing, and all this stuff can be raised to match these lot, like Liverpool or Arsenal, whatever. Like, we need to be able to compete with them, right? So I'm hoping to see that this season, right? We need to raise our game. We definitely need to raise our game. But honestly, Amarin has always tried to work on players to reduce injuries. Yes. Yeah, I did see that. I saw that on the Mappeteers. I forgot the guy's name from the Mappeteers was saying that. Yeah, when he went to Sporting, that's what he did. He hired another, like, a sport person to kind of help minimize those injuries, because obviously we've been devastated with injuries. So it's not helping that we just go back to training. He already has an injury. So, obviously they're going to try to do things differently to eliminate those injuries. But yeah, injuries, they're definitely going to kill us. And the knowing our bench right now is not really that robust to deal with injuries. We cannot afford to be losing these players, man. I need everybody to stay sharp and fit, injury free. If a Mason Mount stays injury free, I think we're gonna have a better season. Luke Shaw, if he can stay injury free, what am I talking about? We're gonna have a better season. So it's gonna be one of them. But honestly, Amarin has injury prone. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see what else is going on here. As far as United, the only thing we want, man, we want to wake up tomorrow. We have a here we go or something, or it could be. You know what I want? I also want one of those, like, we don't hear United talking to certain player. All of a sudden, we wake up tomorrow, United have signed a midfielder from God knows where that nobody really knows, right? So to show that, yo, these guys were working on a deal that nobody knew, right? I want one of those. But the problem with United, man, our business is always out there. Everybody knows what we're doing. Shao is saying, "Allez PSG, let's go." So basically, the consensus here, we're saying that PSG is gonna win, for sure, right? And Chelsea has no chance. But Enzo Maresca, man, if he wins, that will be complete madness. All right, let's see. Brian Buemo is expected to arrive. Okay, according to, who is this guy? Okay, according to Mike McGrath of the Daily Telegraph. Mike McGrath, he's saying Brian Buemo is expected to arrive at Manchester United this week before the squad goes on tour, with a breakthrough in negotiations expected in the coming days. Really? Once again, Mike McGrath, he's saying Brian Buemo is expected to arrive at Manchester United this week before the squad goes on tour, with a breakthrough in negotiations expected in the coming days. Look how much room he gives himself. It's going to be sometime this week, and there's expectation that the breakthrough will be coming. Come on, man. Uh, all these journals, they don't know nothing. All right. Right now, he's just putting this post out there, knowing people are going to run with it. But if it happens, then people will be like, oh my God, Mike McGrath did say that. Nobody knows. Uh, Media outlets won't get enough views until they speak about someone like United, Madrid, Barcelona. Absolutely true, Indian. Yeah. You throw Man United's name in any of these stuff, clicks. And that's what they do. And and this was the funny report about Nicholas Jackson. Manchester United have inquired about Chelsea striker Nicholas Jackson. The door is open for him to leave Chelsea for around 60 million. All right. So Nicholas Jackson is out there, people. Okay. This was another crazy one. I don't think this will happen. All right. There's a report out there. Apparently, Manchester United are looking for more wingers in the market. One of the players they really like for some time now is Rodrigo. Really, people? Rodrigo to United? Come on, man. Now, people are saying that Rodrigo could be a Mbeumo's alternative. If the Mbeumo's thing doesn't work out, then they go for Rodrigo. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I think Rodrigo's going to stay at Real. 60 million for Jackson. No, thank you. Kai is like, I will decline that. You know what? I will stick with Rasmus, right, Kai? That's what you're saying. All right, people. Again, make sure you go ahead and hit the subscribe, follow, hit my boy Kai Talks United. All right, Mr. Standards. Please go ahead and hit him up, and my boy Rasta Stocks as well. And guys, listen, if you have your channels, drop it in the chat. That way we can shout you out. And today is actually our boy. Someone has a birthday today. Someone has a birthday today. Is it Rexy? Yeah, I have to check it before I mess it up. Manchester United and Victor Osimhen active talks. No, they're not. Some of these reports, people, you gotta be able to decipher crap. Like, I'm seeing a report here saying Manchester United and Victor Osimhen active talks are ongoing between Napoli and the English club for the Nigerian striker. Really? It's not going to happen because Victor Osimhen, he doesn't want to lower his salary, right? He wants that crazy money. Basically, if you break down his salary, he would want over 300K a week, right? It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So that's it's pretty ridiculous. Not necessarily that all of the players will have high potential, but signing 15-year-old on a free for or 1 million, and nothing's wrong in my opinion. I agree with you, Triandin. Yeah, because imagine like Heaven. I think Heaven, we signed him for what? Is it 1 million or something? But Heaven right now, he's considered part of the first team. So yeah, you can get gems like that. And that is something that we haven't been doing very well in the past. So yeah, and some of these kids, what will happen is if they don't work out, we should be able to, to sell them on, right? Teams like Man City, Chelsea, they've been doing this for a while, right? They get these kids and then they end up selling them, making a profit, right? And that's something that we haven't been doing, and hopefully we're trying to change that. My standards, I know, man. Yeah, Kai, Mr. Standards, man. But yeah, the fans are kind of frustrated because of the Mbeumo's. Yeah, definitely, we are, and I think once we get Mbeumo through the door, we're gonna go to the next thing. Now we need a striker, man. We need a striker now. It's going to be like that. But again, standards, right? Standards. That's why we get frustrated, because this is not how United should be operating. We finished 15th, right? We should be right now like, yo, we should be pissed off, getting deals through the door quickly. I know we're broke, but you know, sell something. United, be like a Chelsea. Find some money somewhere. And make deals happen. K22, Vlahovic, Man United. No, I don't think so, man. Vlahovic, the problem with him also is he's going to demand high salary. He's going to demand high salary. So I don't think we're going to be getting him. Also, no outgoings. Yes, yeah, no outgoings yet. This is like, we cannot bring anybody in. We cannot sell anybody. Typical United. We've been like this for years and years and years. Barney T. Cummins. What up, Barney? Smash that like button. Barney got jokes. They once named the street after Chuck Norris, but they had to rename it. No one crosses Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris is my guy, man. I grew up watching Chuck Norris, man. Any movie that he puts out there, I'm automatically gonna watch. Him, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Those guys. I was gonna watch their movies. Big up everyone in the chat. Yeah, big up everybody in the chat for sure. Bring back Rashi, Sanchi, Garnachi, and Anthony. That's funny. They ain't coming back, man. Those guys are out the door. Let's go. My pleasure. My pleasure, Kai. Ineos not giving over 20K to any player. They will say get lost. We're cost cutting over here. And you want us to overpay your wages? I know, right? They're not gonna do that. Yeah, they're not gonna do that right now. If we're able to get rid of Rashford's salary, of course, Anthony, Sanchi, Casemiro looks like he's gonna stay. I don't think anybody's gonna come for him. The only high paid players, if those other guys leave, will be Bruno and Casemiro, right? And once maybe in the next couple of seasons we get rid of Casemiro, then it's just going to be Bruno. And then once Bruno goes, then yeah, the salary is just going to be folks under 200, right? And that's been our biggest issue, because now we cannot sell these players, because even Anthony going to Real Betis, his salary is so high that he's going to be the highest paid player over there, if I'm not mistaken, right? And it's one of those. It kind of messes up with the pay structure in some of these teams whenever they bring these players from Man United, right? And it's all because now it's not necessarily Ineos' fault. This is something the Woodwards and the buck stops with the Glazers, because that they're the ones who offer these crazy salaries. But now Ineos, they're trying to clean this up, and it's becoming a huge task. Let's see. Kai saying the new F1 movie was awful. Oh, for real? I was thinking of watching that. Did anyone watch the Superman movie? Did you like it? What are your thoughts on it? The new Jurassic World was not my cup of tea. All right, I haven't seen that. Nobody wants our wash players. I don't blame them. I know, dude. I know. But yeah. So, Sporting are poised to take disciplinary action against Victor Gyökeres after he missed his deadline to report for preseason training. Listen, Gyökeres said he's not, man. And I don't know how long Arsenal, they're going to continue with this pursuit of Gyökeres, because it looks like the sporting director over there, or the president of Sporting, he's not messing about. He's saying, listen, Gyökeres, you are under contract. You can say you're not coming back, but we're not going to budge, right? We're not going to budge with our asking price. We're going to get the money that we're supposed to be paid, or else you're going to stay. Simple as that, So we're going to see what Arsenal is going to do. I think Arsenal, they're going to end up paying, of course. At this point, they're going to end up paying, but it's interesting. if the deal for Arsenal falls through, would you still take Gyökeres? Let me know. I'm going to leave you with that. The wages are the main issue. That's what we get for a bank account. Yeah, it's true. Well, except Napoli and for Garnacho, they know Garna will cook. Oh yeah. But even that Napoli story, right? We saw that Napoli story that the Napoli quote unquote president said, well, we're definitely in for Garnacho, and we know that players, whenever they leave Man United, they become amazing players. That was a fake quote, right? He didn't say that. But again, when that piece of reporting was put out there, everybody was running with it. Napoli president says they're in for Garnacho, blah blah blah. That was fake news, right? That was fake news. So we're gonna see. AK97 said antibiotics for Betis Anthony. Hopefully, that's funny. That's funny. The clubs are not ready to pay their wages because Ed Woodward overpaid many players. Yeah, it did. Because that's what we did. We didn't have anything else to offer these players but money. So we say, listen, we want you to come and play for us. But dude, United, you're not even close to winning the Premier League. You're not even close to winning the Champions League. Why would I come there? We'll pay you crazy money though. Yeah, people will sign. And now we're stuck with them. Ridiculous. Juventus offering Kai, that was crazy. Juventus offering 8.5 million for Sancho just sums up the clown club that we are. But listen, that 8.5, right? That 8.5 plus, it was 8.5 plus something else. If it will guarantee us getting rid of this guy, I don't know, man. I will take that money. I will take it because listen, we haven't had Sancho for I don't know how many seasons playing. So honestly, we're really not going to be missing that money like that. Because if they give us that kind of money, right? And what will happen is the rest of the money that we were asking for, they use that to pay Sanchellini's salary. That way we don't have to pay anything. Then it could kind of work itself out, right? We take that money, the rest of, because we are asking for what? 20 or 30 million, I think, or something like that. I think it's 20, if I'm not mistaken, for Sanchi. So yeah, there's a reason why they're offering that low amount, because they say, hey, you take this and then you don't have to worry about Sancho's salary, because either way, Sancho wants to be paid severance, right? For his services to the club. He's demanding close to 5 million, right? He's demanding close to 5 million because he's been a loyal servant for Man United. So before he leaves, he wants to be compensated, right? So, which is ridiculous, right? When I saw that story the other day, I was like, are you kidding me? But, Maguire last season, it was kind of a similar situation too. I think he wanted to be paid for him to go away. So, same playbook. It's mad. Let's see. Juventus offering that. Tony said, "Gonna pull the question." Lou. The Gyökeres, right? Okay. That's a good question. All right, cool. Let's do it real quick. A quick poll. Real quick, man. This is the poll as we are about to exit out of here. But yeah, man, it's an interesting question because it's one of those that some people may not go for it because they'll be like, yo, I ain't gonna do that sloppy seconds kind of thing, man. Nah, man. We are Man United. We have standards. All right. Kai says, forget about it. He can go somewhere else. As far as Kai is saying, I'm concerned, because he did not make us priority, he can go somewhere else. I don't want to see him. Fabrizio Romano is saying that on Marcus Rashford, Rashford's dreams of playing for Barcelona. He dreams of playing Barcelona. Barcelona have still not decided whether they want him or other targets, but they know the conditions of the deal. This is from 4 hours ago. No negotiations currently between the clubs. Yeah, so that's that. Whoa, the poll is 50-50. What? Interesting. 50-50. Okay. All right, let's let that poll roll for a few more seconds. That is interesting. I saw a picture of Diogo Leon, man. Diogo Leon looks, his body, he looks like he could make it in the Premier League, man. I won't let you down, United fans. I'll ball out and bring us back to the big league through Indian fee for serving the club with 11 goals at Man United as a winger. What a club legend. We should respect him. I know, dude. Super curious what chat thinks on the Gyökeres poll. Yeah, so Gyökeres now is 67, and then no 33%. So people will take Gyökeres. They don't care about people calling us sloppy seconds merchants, right? People don't care, because at the end of the day, Gyökeres scores goals. All right, Gyökeres scores goals. Simple as that. So, listen. That's it's one of those. Fabrizio is loving finishing like in Buemo's story. Yep, that's true. AK-97 said, of course, I'll take Gyökeres. He's like a Terminator in front of goal. I know, man. I know. That's why I'm kind of like, not kind of, I'm jealous of Arsenal. If when they secure that deal, not if, I think they're gonna secure that deal. He's gonna be, he's gonna be a menace. That's why, honestly, we need Mbeumo at least, right, to be part of that team before we face Arsenal. Okay, so now the poll is 80-20. So 80% yes, 20 no. Okay, that's what's up. Honestly, Lou, it's 100% yes. Take care, because I actually hit no. Really, Tony? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer came out of retirement. We need you. I know, right? Bring in Ole. Oh man, that's funny. That is funny. Let's see. Yeah, but this is interesting. It's interesting stuff. Yeah, but you know what, people? Let's end it here, man. Let's end it here. It's been an hour and change. You guys are absolute legends. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thank you so much for hitting those likes, subscribing, notification bell. I will see you all tomorrow. PSG, Chelsea, live here. All right, let's check it out. People, stay blessed. And on ESPN, we got the UFC fight. I'm going to get my cerveza, and that way I can enjoy that fight. All right, people, take care. Thank you so much, everybody. Stay blessed. All right, peace.